Hello, this is the Tepid Coder. In this video I want to talk about standard reverse. I'm going to show some applications for it. So let's get the project up and running here. I'm going to want string, IOStream, I'm going to want, let's see, what else? Algorithm. I'm going to want C standard int. Okay. Let's find an entry point. Okay. Now I'm going to make a function with reverse that takes an integer and it formats it with commas to divide the thousands of places. So I'm going to call it, let's see, format integer. Okay. I'm going to take an int 64t, so it's a signed 64-bit integer, so i64 value, let's say. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say standard string, that's where I'm going to stick the number. Okay, I'm going to have int 16t, i16 remainder, I'm going to call it. So while true, until that number reaches 0, essentially, I'm going to keep dividing it by 1,000. I'm going to take the remainder of it first. So if I take i64 value mod 1,000, then if I have something like 1, 2, 3, mod 1,000 is going to be 1, 2, 3, right? So I get that, then I can add the comma after it. So I'm getting each thousandths group, right? Okay, so i16 remainder equals that. And that should always fit because a signed 16-bit integer can hold any number from 0 to 37,767. Okay, so let's see here. Anything else interesting I want to do? Right, so after I do that, I kind of want to divide by 1,000 in floor. An easy way to do that is just to say that i64 value minus equals i16 remainder. So if I had 1, 1, 2, 3, and I subtract 1, 2, 3, I'm going to get 1,000. Then I can do i64 value divided by equals 1, 0, 0, right? That's what's happening there. Okay, one other thing I need to do too, since this is going to be signed, is I'm going to say bool b negative equals i64 value less than 0. So if this is true, then negative will become true, right? It's testing this. Okay, so something else I want to do here is I want to say string stir group equals standard to string. This will convert a number into a string. Well, anything that can be converted into a string, it'll work for and convert it into a standard string. So the thing I'm going to convert to a string is i16 remainder. Now, I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to show you why. If I just append each grouping of 3 numbers, and I have a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, what I'm going to get is this is my remainder right here, right? 7, 8, 9. I'm going to subtract that and get this. Then I divide by 1,000 to get that. So first I've added 7, 8, 9. Same thing's going to happen here again. So I'm going to add 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. So my number is going to be this, which is not what I want. Now if I do this, or reverse each group, it's going to be 3, 2, 1. It'll be 6, 5, 4, and then 9, 8, 7, right? Which is almost what I want, but this whole thing needs to be reversed now. So each group has to be reversed, and then the whole string has to be reversed. Standard reverse. Let's do stir group dot begin, and stir group dot end. So I'm reversing the entire range of the string container. Okay, and then what I'm going to say is if after dividing by 1,000 and subtracting that remainder, we still have a valid value, we can continue. Otherwise, if we don't, i64 value, so if not that, we're going to break out. Okay, but if we do have more values to work with, we need to add a comma, because we just done a group of 3 numbers. So it's going to be stir.append. We're going to do stir group. Okay, now at the end of the loop, we're going to say standard reverse the whole range of the string. So stir.begin and stir.end. Okay, now I can finally return the string. Think about that. I still need to deal with that negative sign. So what I'm going to do here is if b negative, then stir.append negative. I'm doing it here because the last thing I add is going to become the first thing that I add, or the first thing in the string when I reverse it. Okay, so let's actually test this now. Put a void there. int64t, i64 number. I'm going to do equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm going to say standard string stir number equals format integer. I'm going to say i64 number. Now let's actually dump it to the console, cout. Here's the formatted integer. Okay. And then line break, let's say. Okay, stir number. Let's actually try and use this. So test TP, output is test. Formatted integer, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that clearly didn't work, did it? So where did I mess up? Right, okay. So after that, I do still want to add the group. Oh, right, I need to add the group here, and if we're continuing, stir.append, a comma. Jeez. There we go, now it's working. Let's try it with like less numbers in front, just so I can show the grouping's working properly. So I'll get rid of the 1. Still working. I'll get rid of the 2 here. And still working. Let's make it negative. Ooh, that's not good. So one thing I need to do here to handle that is I need to make sure that when I'm actually converting this to a string, I do the absolute value of this. I think for that I should need math. So C math, maybe math.h. There we go. Now it's good for negative numbers as well. A little bit of a snafu there, but I think that turned out fairly well, all things considered. Let's do this. 777, 66, or 5544. Try a huge number. Didn't like that. Oh, because I put commas. Jeez. Gotta use apostrophes. Oop, I have 1 left. Okay, there we go. Too large for this type. Okay. Well, it can hold pretty big numbers. So. There we go. So that worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5. Yep. Okay. So that's one application of it. Another thing I want to show is you can do reverse iteration through containers. Perhaps not all of them do this, but most of them would. Vector does it. String definitely does. A string, const, reverse, iterator. So I'm not going to update it with const, and I'm iterating through the string in reverse with reverse iterator. Okay, it equals stir number dot cr begin. So constant reverse begin. It does not equal stir number dot cr end. Okay, it plus plus, which is kind of weird when you think about it. You think you'd be doing minus minus or something because you're going backwards, but you're moving ahead to the next element in reverse. So standard cout next character. Okay, I'll do this. Go backslash in there. Okay, dereference CIT to get the actual thing out of it. It's not really a dereference, it's an operator overload, but it behaves like that. And you can see it went to the number backwards. We got the 555, we got the 666, we got 777, 987, dot 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 dot, even the negative sign. So that's pretty cool. The other thing you could use reverse for would be something like if you have an image, say you have, I don't know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, right? If you did a reverse on each line, you would get CBA, so each row, BFED, then we get IHG. So this is like saying standard reverse. Let's say it's in a vector, right? Something like vec dot begin up to vec dot begin plus it's going to be row width minus 1. So 0 to the width minus 1. This one would be standard reverse of vec.begin plus, it's going to be row width, the whole thing, comma, vec.begin plus, wait, no, think about that, it's plus row width, and then plus row width minus 1, so it's basically this plus this times 2 minus 1. Okay, standard reverse vec.begin plus row width times 2 here, and then vec.begin plus row width times 3 minus 1. That's just going to keep continuing, right? There's always a minus 1 here, and it's always like row width times n. And this one is row width times n minus 1. You just do that all the way down. And if you did it like a standard reverse in the whole range, like you did a standard reverse on vec.begin, comma vec.end, you would actually flip it both horizontally and vertically. It's like, let's actually try that real quick. We have, you'd be starting basically with this, moving backwards all the way through like this. So we'd get I, H, G, and we get, what is it? FED, and then CBA, right? So you can see within the rows, it is reversed horizontally, but it's also flipped this way. If you wanted to flip it vertically, it'd be a bit more difficult. You have kind of a formula like the offset of the, let's say call it a pixel or something. Let's say it's like 1 byte per pixel. Just to make it easy, it'd be x plus y times width, right? And you basically be transposing this and x plus y times width times height minus 1. So we're starting at the end, right? And we basically just loop through each column of each row from 0 to width minus 1 and apply this to it, basically grabbing the y-coordinate that matched on the opposite side, starting from the highest row down to the lowest. So you can't use reverse for the vertical case, but for both horizontal and vertical you can do it, and for just horizontal you can do it on a row-by-row basis. Anyway, if you found this useful, please consider subscribing, give the video a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, criticisms, feedback of any kind, please feel encouraged to leave that. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, especially any suggestions. And yeah, I suppose I will catch you guys later. Have a nice day.